So apparently, I'm doing this entire season, like by season I mean month, sitting on this chair. But hey, I like this chair. It's a great chair, and this episode's got nothing to do with the chair. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking, right, very important subject, about giving charity, giving zakat, giving sadaqah. And an idea I have, which is, instead of just, let's say you want to help your local community out. A lot of people just throw money at someone, and you don't know where that money goes to. So if you want to help your local community out, and this is true with even things like Oxfam, I'm not specifically giving Oxfam, it's just the one I could think of at that moment. I'm sure there's other charities out there, and I'm not calling any of these out. So I'm not saying, Oxfam Incorporated, it's just the one I could remember, but I'm not saying that they are bad people, they're up to badness. But if you talk to anyone in any of these poor countries, like you give to these charities, you can spend thousands of dollars a year. You just throw money at them, and they're scooping it up. Thank you. You're giving, and you're feeling good, and you get there, right? And the money gets to the place, and it gets to, let's say, Ethiopia. It gets to the capital city. Please forgive me, I can't remember the capital city of Ethiopia right now, but it gets to the capital city, and it stays in the capital city, and it just keeps staying there until it's gone. And we're like, what about my money? I was promised wells and stuff. It's yeah, technically a few wells are built, but if this is just how Africa's run. People in the West are there's laws against that. Yeah, technically, it's Africa, right? I'm just using Africa as an example for now. It's the same all across the world. You give to charity, and quite often it stagnates. Right? And I'm not saying that that's always the case. Give to a good Islamic charity, because those ones, usually the money does get to a place. They don't just send money to a place, they actually send aid workers out there. That's the charities you want to be looking for. But back to the original point, because you guys know by now I like to ramble a little bit. Back to the original point. Let's say you want to help your local community out, right? And sometimes you throw money at someone. You throw money at Project Share? Yeah, Project Share, that's one I can remember right now. So you throw money at them, and that's all good and well, but you don't know how much of that money, how much of your sadaqah, how much of your zakat is going directly into the pockets, because the people who actually work there, they're employed by the company, so we don't know how much is that going directly to the overhead. So an idea I've come up with, let's say in a month you want to give $5. Right? $5 Canadian. You go down to, let's say, Dollarama, right? Give food that you would normally eat. So find something, I've eaten Dollarama noodles, right? The noodles you can get, they're okay. The rule is, try to find something that you would eat yourself, Try to find something that you need to have something that you would eat yourself. So the reason I'm choosing Dollarama though, is you get 4 packs for $1. So if you're going to buy $5 worth, that's 20 packs of noodles. The average adult would eat 2 packs of noodles, right? Do the math. It feeds 10 adults, right? So you can either get 1 meal for 10 adults, or 1 adult for 10 days, or 2 adults, let's say a couple for 5 days. Well, for 5 meals, sorry. Not 5 days. But anyway, for 5 meals, it's say 2.5 days. Or if they're really starving, they could probably stretch it out and go to, maybe 3. But still, you could be feeding 1 meal for a family. 10 of these packs, you got a family of 5, 2 packs each, it's 1 meal for a family. And the point I'm trying to make here is that, these cheaper solutions will give you a lot of food. Some people buy rice from Dollarama, it's good enough rice. There's a point where I was very poor, so I hate these kind of things, and it's good enough, it'll get you through. I wouldn't recommend bread, there's not a lot of substance to it. They say to never feed birds bread because it doesn't have nutritional value, so the birds think they're full but then they don't eat, and then the bread just gets pooped out and actually has done nothing for the birds, so then they end up starving but they think they're full. So like, I know human body's different, and we can actually change the substances of what we eat, but still, bread is pretty much just fluff, right? It's empty calories. And I know you guys are, hey, look at him, look at that one, he's got some fluff on him. Okay, yo, people who know me, like, I will eat bread, but not that much. Like, I don't eat bread that often. Heck, I can go weeks without bread. So it's not like a mainstay of my thing. And anyway, this shouldn't be about me and bread. Like, anyone's like, oh, now I need you to know about Abdul, Karim and bread. Okay, sorry. Anyway, what the point I'm just trying to make is, and we're going to wrap this up right now, is that give good food that you'd eat yourself. This is just an idea, but maybe go to these places where you can buy it, maybe buy it in bulk. What you can do is you can just calculate how much you'd spend in an entire year, and then maybe go to the bulk food place, buy what you'd normally eat in bulk, and then give that out as charity monthly. Obviously, if it's like something that will degrade, like I'm talking about like things that won't degrade, like canned foods and dried foods, obviously that you can buy a bulk year worth and give it out, constantly. It's really up to you how you want to do this. I just recommend, like, brothers and sisters, help people out. Look for the good charities, do your research. If you're going to give to a charity, do the research. Make sure the money is not sitting in cities. So we don't know who they are. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mentioned Oxfam. I don't know anything about them. I don't know whether they actually give to places or fund people. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it's really up to you. But yeah, giving to charity is good. Come to goodness. And remember, when you're standing in front of your Maker on the Day of Judgment, remember that charity, you think you're just giving it today. You're not. You're giving charity today and getting rewarded for it for all eternity. What's more important to you, $100 of sadaqah or an eternity of that $100 being given back to you? So just keep that in mind next time you take out your wallet and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can spend that much. Just keep that in mind. Just think, that money's going to come back to me in some form or another. Let's say probably now in the hereafter. In the akhirah. So yeah, have a good day. May Allah bless all my viewers. And remember, come to goodness. Come to goodness.